How are you doing and how have you been? I'm Tazastical. We're back with Pathfinder. Let's do this! Well, turns out I had quite a few days break because this was driving me insane. And the fail montage would have probably hit into the hundreds. However, we have one strategy that we have not tried, everyone. We have one power in our minds that we have not thought about. And that is to scum the game.
Can you make an epic pose?
Now, I'm not normally a big fan of scumming the game, and I don't think this is truly scumming the game, but it's going to be borderline. So if you're not into that, I'm afraid you're going to have to see it. But we're playing on hard mode. The game is coming at us, so we have to come at it more logically. What we are going to do is we are going to hope that... We are going to hope. I have no hope in what I'm saying it, but the goblins spawn around us if we spawn back there. So the plan is, as Amari hits the grease, thank you very much, at least the tree hits the grease, so it's not too bad. Really didn't want to sacrifice the dog at this point, but apparently I don't even care about the dog, so that's fine. We are going to pull out of this zone that the goblins spawn in, hoping that the goblins aren't triggered to spawn around us, and the goblins are triggered to spawn back, you know, where they normally spawned. The idea being that then Valerie can be at the front of our brigade, getting aggro as normal, and then hopefully that's going to be our win. And I honestly think if this works, it will be fine. Now the trees here, the only problem we've got is one, keeping Amari alive here, as we can see. Oh, she just got hit with 31, so if she's alive, that's fine. We'll get her up because what we're going to do is leave one of the trees alive, probably the one on the right hand side, as he's greased and whatnot, and we're going to push ourselves a little bit further down the map. I'm trying not to use our skills too much here because we know there's a really big fight coming, where we haven't even been able to kill all the goblins yet, let alone the Fae, so God knows how tricky that is going to be. So we're going to keep the tree on the right alive, although the dog came back up, that's pretty cool. And then this is what we're going to do. So we're going to readjust, I don't know how far down, oh, as if Tristan got the... Poor Tristan. He never had a chance being in my party, really. I think we do need to kick Lindsay to the side and get our mate Jub back. Oh, it's a bit disappointing that tree didn't hit the grease, but at least we got Valerie up front, so it's not the end of the world. Come on, Tristan, get up, boy, get up, boy. I wish they'd pathfind to not walk through the grease. Oh, the tree's been hit by the grease again. That's actually pretty cool. Let's just make sure everyone pretty much is max health, but we don't mind Tristan giving us a bit more. We've got the dog there. I was on a little thing, so I waved my mouse. We're on a little thing there, just making sure Amari still has the blur now she's got back up, which she does. I want the dog ready for what? No. I want the dog ready for when the goblins come, but I think we should just come down and do what I said before. So I'm hoping the goblins still spawn up the map. We're not in a rush to kill this tree. We want to just make sure all our tricks and everything are in order. We'll probably put a few more greases down, I'm thinking. Because now we've moved, them two greases that are up there aren't really going to help us. So let's chuck a couple of them down. Somewhere like that. Obviously they're going to then bite us in the bum when the Fae comes to get us. But it could be worse, it could be worse. So this is sort of what I mean by scumming, because obviously then we won't be surrounded, but I didn't see a way of winning that, to be honest. Like, I don't really know how anyone would, because I looked online, I know I'm a scumbag of someone else doing it. Be it they weren't doing it on hard mode, but they were like level 10 or 12, and we're like level 7, so we're a little bit off. But I thought, you know, we haven't had a death montage in quite a while since Temple of the Elk, so I thought, you know what? I'll treat you guys. And then like a phoenix out of the flame, you can see my genius. We're never going to take this tree down. Come on, someone crit him, for God's sake. I bet that stinking cloud's got like a negative. Again, I really don't want to use any skills, because it's the next fight that's the difficult. This is like the warm-up. This is like the entree. Oh. And the great thing is then Valerie can obviously hold a lot of the goblins on the grease, and hopefully as they're coming over, we might even get 1, 2 slip over, which then just delays getting overloaded. So come on, Mr. Tree, you're ruining my life. Oh, he's still got loads of health left, Jesus. Come on, you're ruining my master plan. This is like 100 IQ play. You don't need Among Us when you've got like Pathfinder plays. Here we go, here's the big fight. Wish me luck, everyone, because we need to get through this. She still goes there, which is interesting. We've been through this. Failed the intimidation check. We've done it. 1000% because all the goblins are spawned back there. We have successfully scummed the game, everyone. I think that's a round of applause. Well, we still have to actually get through this. Glitter dust. We'll blind them. Yeah, I need to use like stuff like that a lot more. Get the skellies up because the dog is going to be interesting on that flank. We want Valerie to just hold them just on the grease. Shame that goblin to the left didn't really hold on. But then what we want is we want to push Amari just to the left. We're going to have to micromanage her just a little bit. And then she can take down everyone like there, if that makes sense. But we will have to, and God knows where the Fae is. Was up there. So I just squiggle my mouse. I didn't know if it would like tell me where she was. Stinking Cloud, because why not? We need to get better on them, like I said, so. Oh, Amari, 12 sneak attack. Nice, nice, nice. I do like keeping an eye on how much she can do. Prayer is what it is. Can we get... Yeah, probably... Water wouldn't make much sense. Yeah, just getting air there. Basically, I just want to make sure that left flank stays up. Because that's where they're sort of coming round, and if they decide to suddenly... Oh, one got slipped in the grease. If they decide to disengage from that left flank and start coming at us, we could be at trouble. So let's just make sure... No, I didn't mean to do that. Misclick! Oh, there's the Fae. So, a little bit of trouble now because the Fae is entering the Fae. Boom. I do my own sound effects. Fireball, but obviously this is Tristan, so it won't hit any of us. It'd be nice to get the Fae in there. Should hit her. Unless she randomly like moonwalks out. And we'll get our fireball as well, just to hit the edge. It'd be nice if we get a little bit of damage on the Fae, because the Fae is going to summon that water creature, as I can see it coming down. Which is going to hit like a tank. I don't think fireball damaged her, did it? Might have missed that. Pardon me. So far so good, so far so good. So we really need to get all our focus onto the Fae and onto that water thing. So I can't believe we've gone through all our spells already. I don't think we used any magic missiles. That's a bit confusing. I suppose grease accounted for it as well, doesn't it? I always forget that. Yeah, that's it. Another fireball. Did that do much? Okay, no, it hit quite hard. Okay, not too shabby. The plan so far, party people, is working like a good, well thought out plan. Not scum. Plan. It's not scumming if you're planning. I'm sure Gandhi said that once. As he was playing Pathfinder. Following my walkthrough. Every Monday to Thursday at 5 PM. I'm a legend. You guys know it. Okay, looks like, to be fair, I think we're pretty alright. Look at everyone's health. Valerie is going to start getting hit hard, and it's just going to be the case of, does she get crit? So we'll make sure Lindsay's, using her stuff. Scorching Ray always misses, so what's the point? As I sort of mumble out of my misery. Okay. It's going to be a case of just try and keep Valerie up. But it's just sort of scrolling through, seeing if anyone can do anything. But Tristan's just got auto-cast that healing for me. I'm trying to remember to talk as I'm doing it. So I'm like a bit delayed as I'm talking after I'm doing stuff. So we really don't want this to go bad. Because we've got rid of all the goblins. So this is going to be the chance. If any, we're going to do this bit. And it will be nice after a nice little bit of a death montage to finish on a win, finish on a high, as I've just spilt my drink everywhere as I'm like bashing it. I'm bashing it like a dictator, like as they do a speech like, "We will get them." Don't go on the grease. As he slips on the grease. I said, like, they've got all that right path. Why wouldn't you go that way? Like, why would you continue that way? The problem is because the dog doesn't really do anything. I say that, he soaks up a little bit of damage and does a little bit of damage, but in the grand scheme of things doesn't do much. See, this is the only problem with grease. Obviously, once you get to this point, we'll start to damage the Fae now, because we're at the point where the water thing is nearly dead as he goes down. Good timing. That kill animation's quite nice. Right, let's get off the grease. Yeah, this is the problem with grease, is obviously with the rangers that are on the other side, but in our predicament I think we'd all agree that actually grease worked quite nicely there. Oh, it's a shame you can't do hideous laughter. I love that skill, such a good skill. I like the idea that before they cast hideous laughter, which if you don't know, if they fail their wisdom, I don't know, whatever throw, they basically go prone laughing. But I like the idea that you tell a dad joke before you do that. Like the other day, there was a fight at the fish and chip shop. 2 fish got battered. And then you cast the spell, and then, you know, and I know you guys, you know that joke is really funny. And I know in the comments, you know, hilarious joke yet again, Tazastical. Who writes your stuff? Do you know what I mean? Someone must at this point, because this is comedy gold. And then I like the idea that you tell a bad joke. Not that one, that was a good joke. And then they just dive to the floor laughing. It's like, it's hideous. Way! At this stage, it's just a matter of when the Fae is going to die. We done that brilliantly. Dog on the grease. Are we going to do it? Just waiting for that final hit. Who's going to do it? Trying to keep an eye on the right as I'm doing it, but a lot of attacks are missing. Dog's still down. I keep forgetting. Even the skeletons have got bored. This is taking so long. It's the same. Scorching Ray isn't very accurate. Gonna have to find a way to make that more accurate. Because actually it can hit quite high, because the amount of times I say Scorching Ray's crap and then it hits an enemy. As if he's on the grease there, that's a bit. We haven't really got anything else in the tank. We can throw some bombs, because they're guaranteed to hit. Watch, they'll end up doing like 1 damage now. But hits are hits are hits, so. Way, 1 damage. Oh, I should be a fortune teller. Oh, look at that, everyone. I am the champion of Pathfinder. I am so happy. I hope you're happy too. That is superb. I am pumped. So here we go. We've had a pause for the cause, basically because I ran around the house, like, started stripping off, like, yeah, because I'd done it. Alright, let's talk to our dwarf mate up here and see what he makes of the whole event. Make sure there's no phase in the bushes waiting to jump out like a sociopath in the night or something. That horse still looks awesome. I wonder what it is. There we go. Anyway, our merchant mate here. He better give us big dollar. Oh, it's not working. Please talk to me. There we go. Don't know what happened there. Thank you. I dread to imagine what could have happened to me if not for you. Please, take this as a sign of my gratitude. 1,253 coins, 270 experience. Not the end of the world. Oh, we can talk to the horse. Hang on. Oh, a very small map. Just make sure we haven't missed anything. But yeah, I did see the speech mark above the horse. I just want to make sure. Now we're looking for the man hiding in the bush with the binoculars. He's seen me naked in the house too many times. I've got to look for him at this point.
It is done.
The Fae down and out. Now, it was a good fight. Like these later on fights, like I keep saying, early fights you just feel like you get critted really heavily, which is the game, you know. You You can't put a game like this on hard mode and then be like, oh, why are you dying all the time? Because it's... Oh, before I left, I nearly forgot to talk to the horse. If not for the distant smell of paint, you would have thought this horse was really magical. However, this doesn't explain its gigantic size. Interesting. Why would he paint it? Yeah, the loot was just very disappointing. That's why I forgot all about it, to be honest. I sort of looked at it halfway through me, like running around the house, like I've just won the lottery. To be fair, that was a hard fight, and it was only because my big brain IQ stepped in and was like, no more deaths. We're not having that anymore. Now it's pretty much where we want to go. I think, no, that's not the one. Where's the one with Lindsay? Yeah, the Witch's Hut is probably going to be the one where we go next. It says there, new events, that's Lindsay's quest. We got done really hard last time. We haven't really got any more equipment or any upgrades to what we had last time. The only thing that we do have is the scroll of communal protection against electricity, which I'm hoping them wisps, I want to call them willow wisps, but I know that's not it. I think we should just change their names from now on to willow wisps. It just has a better ring to it. I'm just hashtag saying it.
We should gather all.
No, let's get the rest of the way. We're not resting. Come on. I'd rather fight exhausted. Watch us here fight. But yeah, we got really wrecked here last time, so we're going to be a bit more careful. We need some more big brain plays is what we need.
Listen, if your Sarenrae forgives everyone and everything, maybe she'll forgive me about the couple of coins I owe you, huh?
Amiri. Sarenrae forgives sins, not debts. She gives everyone a chance to atone for their mistakes. So, you have a chance to repay me.
I want more of that conversation. Like, why does she owe him money? Like a dice game, a card game? Is like Tristan really like... He's got this like good boy act going on, and I reckon he's like a bad boy at heart. Alright, let's jump in. I'm not looking forward to this, because the last time we came in, we went out. The only thing that I could say is maybe it was just the owlbears that were difficult, rather than the map itself. Which, if that was the case, then that would be fine. But we've got a scythe tree that we've also got to kill in here. I say got to. Got bad memories coming in here already. Like, yeah, we've only explored that little bit. That's where we got the quest for the scythe tree. Right, there's going to be a lot of auto-saving, a lot of, like, carefulness here. It's just what you've got to do on these harder difficulties. And okay, what have we seen? So I have got the setting on that it will pause the minute we see an enemy, then we hold the tab button.
No stopping now.
As he peeks out the darkness.
I tire of waiting.
Right, we'll do our fancy dancy trick and we'll have a look. Just need some like creepy music as we're going in. Okay. Just looks like wargs. Wargs can be nasty though. And you never know how many are still hiding in the darkness. I don't want to get too close. Because as we found out when we were doing that quest when it was just us, that you're not welcome here. Okay, bye.
March on.
Man, don't mess about with no ghosts. I would say I'm not afraid of no ghosts, but I am afraid of ghosts. I've got the Ghostbusters, like, what's the word? As I'm looking for the right spell. Yeah, protection from electricity, communal, so hopefully that will mean their attacks, like, aren't legit against us. I was seeing also if I had a sea invisibility, maybe that was going down there. Anyway, let's crack onto this. What I was saying is I have Ghostbusters on speed dial. That's how afraid of ghosts I am. So the theme tune should be, I'm afraid of ghosts, but it doesn't have the same ring to it, so that's why I never writ jingles, so. Alright, let's try. Saying that, we're cutting them through quite quickly. I thought they were gonna cause us more of a problem. That's why I went with skellies from the back. The thing is, I really love the skeletal champions, but they do show that against bosses or anything that's too strong, they really don't have that defense. And God, that was a nice cut down. I liked how they both just splatted instantaneously. Skeletal warriors, you have done your bidding. Always reminds me of Lord of the Rings, you know, on the third one where they go and get all them ghost warriors. Longsword mirror. So we need some really good loot. So the problem is we were like, I can't remember what quest it was. I'm pretty sure it's when we finished chapter 1. Yeah, it was chapter 1, weren't it, after the Stag Lord. And then we just like get stacks and stacks of gold. Right, let's make sure we've actually got, not that one, that one equipped. And we're going to cast it because I think them whispers are from them willow wisps. We're just calling them.
This is my path.
So we're going to hope that is a resist from electricity. Unless there's a resist from energy. Like, that's the only other thing that I can realistically think that they are. You know, I've only been wrong once before, so... Oh, hello, hello, hello. There was a cart there. I think this might be Lindsay's stuff. How did you fools manage to lose the horses? We're supposed to carry these boxes ourselves. What even are these iron things, and why the hells do we need them? Hey, hey, hey. That's them, caught red-handed. We'll show them what happens when you take someone else's things without We'll teach them a lesson. I'd like to think she clicks her finger after she talks. These iron things will get us rich, blockhead. It's an alchemist transmutation. I've seen them in use. We'll just assemble it, turn it on, and it turns rocks into gold all on its own. Don't just stand there, get in the harness. So you mean like he'll be the horse, like get in the harness, like giddy up, boy. You sure about this then? Alright, we'll see if we can even get this wagon to move. So we've got to go intimidate. You have 10 heartbeats to disappear. Go. 10 intimidation isn't too bad. Oh, and we succeeded. Your Grace? This shipment belongs to the Baron? What did you get us into, you idiot? Imagine, like you've just robbed something. Run! Thing is, we get 67 experience. And look, I love the dwarf. I like the idea that he walks like whistling. Because he walks so slow. I was never with them, your lord. The press, sound and safe, just needs assembly. Yay! Yeah, from my money. You know. I can't believe it, my own publishing house. I have so many ideas, so many plans. I don't know where to begin. What do you think I should print first? Print my money back. I imagine, what would you like to print with my money that you stole? I don't know, that's what I'm asked you. I mean, it's more than just a business decision, right? It's, well, a choice, a first step. It's not like my whole career will depend on one book, but I like to think back on it. Remember when you finally got your own printing press, Lindsay? What were your first printing again? And I don't want to be ashamed of my answer. Yeah, you know, just stealing it. I imagine choose something beautiful, a book you wouldn't be ashamed to have read, to have your teacher read. You know, just ignore, just to spite him. I think that's the other king from County, but I see no reason just to annoy him. I would like you to pay me back, but yeah, choose something beautiful. It was teacher who showed me beauty hidden in books. I think the best way to repay that kindness would be to do the same to others. Maybe that's really the main calling of a bard. And not to nick money. Are you looking to waste paster? Wow. If Tazastical lets you, that's your right. Still, you had best print something useful for the citizenry, not just something pleasant for a handful of intellectuals. Valerie for the people. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's get to it. I'll send 2 for horses to get this delivery the west way to the capital. Girlfriend. Okay, so we've done Lindsay's quest. I think it would be a shame to not explore everywhere since we're here. Just make sure. Yeah, we've still got 90 days since until the big quest kicks off, so Again, the autosaves are just going to keep coming in, I'm afraid. Because I'm not silly, and I've played this game, I've played this map, and
Let's finish them quick.
Here we go, will-o-wisps. So we're going to hopefully that protect from electricity helps. Yeah, immunity's electricity. Wait. Vulnerability spells magic missile. Does that mean magic missile does more damage to it? Okay, there's the second one.
Go down!
Problem is you miss a lot on these. Like it says 0 reduced. Now you're going invisible. We might have to think of doing that see invisibility spell. Let's just see if we can do any damage. Yeah, it keeps disappearing. Glitter dust, I think's the one. I'm sure that's the one. Yeah, and visibly outlining invisible. Yep. Yeah, that is the one. And it blinds them as well, which is cool. So we'll try and get the edge. We're going to end up getting our dog glitter dusted as well, which I don't really know how because he definitely wasn't in it. Scorching Ray just in case it hits. But we can see the skull now, which is an improvement. Saying that, we have to go back to the old sycamore at some point. Does Burning Hands work? No. That was weird, it didn't even say like 0. Normally it says like 0 resistor. Oh, I've just seen it. Just there, Will-o-wisp is immune to Burning Hands. My bad, guys, my bad. Oh, it has got glitter dust on its effect. Nice. I just thought the dog had for whatever reason. Okay, let's get magic missiles off. That's not casting at the dog, is it? It looks like it's about to cast at the dog. Okay, let's just get this one down and then we'll work on the next one. Okay, magic missile hits like a tank, I love it. They do take a while to get down. Oh, there we go, we got a sneak attack, Lindsay. Out of everyone, surprisingly enough. I did want to go back to the castle and get a job and trade Lindsay into it. Because the only other option is to get rid of the ranger, and with his dog, I think he's just too valuable. Okay, that's one down, nice. Glitter dust again. Because like this, all of this invisible ball just needs to end. Oh, 22! See, look, our ranger just did 22, then 25 damage back to back. Can't get rid of that sort of badassery. Okay, combat is finished. I didn't realise it actually said that at the bottom, but drop a save anyway, so we know we are doing well. God, we've been productive this episode. I'm not used to this. No depth, so big, so silly, so mortal. That makes me jump. I jumped so much I don't... Oh, it was the boar. I thought I smashed the spacebar just like... Oh God, I hate that. I'm afraid of ghosts. On that note, I think we're going to leave it here. So if you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. I love you all. Thank you for the support. As always, catch you next time. Bye. Gnats. A buzz in the air.